We have a lot of fun doing these fish boils. It started out on Washington Island in 1956 as fly-ins, and then they decided, well, let's try it on the mainland and see how it goes. And they did it up at the Viking Grill in Ellison Bay in 1961, and it just took off like a skyrocket from there. So since 1956 and 1961, there have been approximately 8 to about 14 of us doing these fish boils up here at any given time during the evening hours. It's a so-called Door County tradition, and it's also Icelandic in its origin. Before they really started to really get rolling as a commercial business up here, they even used to do it as a fundraising deal with the churches and the fishermen and the loggers, because the fishing business and the logging business was very, very heavy up here many, many years ago, and it was a cheap way of feeding a large group of people. So they decided, well, let's try it and see how everybody else likes it, and it just took off like crazy from there. The basic meal consists of your fresh Lake Michigan whitefish, your fresh Wisconsin potatoes, and of course usually your Spanish boiling onions. And these ingredients go in at various times. The whole process takes about 30 minutes. The potatoes go in first with a little less than a quart of salt, and then the potatoes will cook for the full 30-minit term, along about 17, 18, 19 minutes into the boil. Depending on the size is when we add the onions. If they're larger, they'll go in a little earlier. If they're a little bit smaller and don't require that much time, they go in a little bit later. Once we hit that 20-minute period into the boil, though, that's when we add the fish, because the fish have to cook a full 8 to 11 minutes to be done. If we were to cook the fish less than 8 minutes, chances are not all the fish would get cooked. But the other side of the coin is cook them too long over that 10 and a half, 11-minute period, especially if you have a rolling boil, and it would only be a matter of a few additional minutes. And we would, oh yes, we would have nothing but mush in the kettle. So the name of the game is, so to speak, is to get the fish in and out within that last 10 or 11-minute period of that 30-minute boil. You get coleslaw, lemon bread, pumpkin bread, zucchini bread, Bavarian rye bread, piece of cherry pie, your beverage, and then you get to listen to me for 10 minutes. We want the people to enjoy themselves when we come up here, and I can tell you this, that just about every business up here goes out of their way and will go out of their way for you to accommodate you in any fashion that they can, because we want you back up here. We really need you up here. So you don't have to be afraid to come up here and enjoy yourself. There's so much to see. There's a lot of free stuff to do up here, things that don't require money. That I can guarantee you.
So how is it?
It's delicious. Very good.
Yep. What do you like best?
The flavor, it's so mild. Very mild.
Quite a show.
Yeah, it was. It was very interesting, especially the history of the fish boil.
What about Earl?
He's quite entertaining, isn't he?
And the food?
The food is good. Actually, I'm surprised. I was a little skeptical about coming to Fish Boil. She wanted to do it. But it actually, with the butter and stuff, it almost tastes like having a lobster.
It's very good. This is our second time this week. So we go home tomorrow, so one more time.